Hey, you guys, we are back, and I'm talking about the leadership dilemma. I'm going to talk about the dilemma a lot of leaders are facing when it comes to being absent from providing excellent customer service and how it is impacting their ability to lead effectively. And I'm going to talk about three things that are breaking down, right? Causing issues with you as leaders to be able to effectively service those that follow you and those that are entrusting you, right, to lead them in the way they need to be led to make them successful, right? So I'm going to talk about some of the ripple effects, right? First thing, you as a leader, I want you to think about, right, is if you're absent and you're not providing excellent service, guess what it's going to do? It's going to impact your team's morale. Number one, leaders' interactions with external customers set the tone for your internal team dynamic, believe it or not. And that goes both ways. That simply means if there is no priority on you providing excellent service to the team, but you're only providing excellent service to your external customers, it's going to foster an environment where your team feels undervalued. They're going to feel unsupported. And guess what? If that takes place, what's going to happen? You're going to kiss creativity, collaboration, and your overall team's performance. You can just kiss those things goodbye. Because guess what? You want them to display excellent service to the customers on the outside, but they're not getting what you expect them to display from you. You should be the example of how they service, right? Outside and inside. And if they're not getting it from you, guess what? You can kiss collaboration, you can kiss creativity, and guess what? The team morale is in the dumps, right? So that's first thing. Make sure you're aware of the impact that it will have on your team and their morale. If you don't, make sure that you are providing excellent customer service. The second thing it can do for you as a leader, it will corrupt the trust and credibility that you will have with your team. See, you got to understand, service excellence is a test to you as a leader and your commitment to integrity and accountability. And when you fall short in interacting with your outside customers as well as your inside customer, guess what? It's going to quickly shoot your credibility in the foot, and all the trust is going to be gone between you and who you are trying to lead. So, and without that, guess what? You ain't going to have no credibility. And what's going to happen once the trust and the credibility is gone, guess what? You're going to automatically fracture that foundation. And you're never going to be able to be effective in that approach, because once they build up that distrust and they don't believe in your credibility, guess what? You're going to have a hard time trying to restructure that foundation, right? And the third thing I want you to think about, leaders, I want you to think about how it's going to erode, right, or impact your organizational structure, right? When you as a leader, and I want you to think about this good, when you as a leader demonstrate a customer service excellence, it's going to be a beacon that's going to guide your organizational structure, right? And it's going to make them feel more involved. It's going to create that organizational culture of providing excellent customer service. And once you exemplify that internally as well as externally, guess what? Your team or your people or the people that you lead, they're going to automatically pattern, because guess what? You're displaying what you're asking them to display, right? And so now they feel a part of the process, right? And when you start prioritizing that, what is going to happen? It's going to send a strong message that, guess what? You value providing excellent service. But if you don't make that a priority, guess what that is going to do? It's going to make them think that, guess what? This foundation or this organization's customer service is not important. There is no value, right? And what's going to happen, you're going to quickly start focusing more on short-term gains versus long-term relationships that you can build with not only your customers, but your employees, right? So those are 3 things that I want you to think about as a leader, so that you can start working on the dilemma that I see oftentimes with leaders when they're delivering customer service, right? They forget, guess what? It's more than barking orders, giving demands, pushing people, telling people what to do. The level of excellence that you're expecting from them, they have to see it within you, and you're going to have to display it internally as well as externally. Now, you may be asking me, well, Miss Tanya, you done told me all that. How do I fix this dilemma? Well, guess what? I'm glad you asked. What you can do is use the link that's scrolling across your screen and schedule a chat, and let's sit down and have this discussion. And also, if this content resonates with you, hey, don't forget to like, comment, and share, and give me your feedback on what we've just talked about in this video. Look, this may bring awareness to some other leaders that are struggling with the same dilemma. Hey, you guys, I'll talk to you guys again soon. Have a good one.